Hello there. I have a sick obsession with painful challenges, the ones that really make me question my very sanity. And since I've been really enjoying trying countries in the 1939 start, why not do the one country that the game pretty much guarantees you will fail? France. No factories, no guns, a terrible focus order, and basically no hope of survival. Can I hold back the Germans with only 2 weeks to prepare? Comment your guess if I can make it, and like the video and subscribe for more agony, or this will be you. Alright, here we are, France. But it's the 14th of August, 1939, which means we've only got 2 weeks until Mr. Mustache Man comes a knockin'. Naturally, France, as a major superpower, has a massive army, tons of ships and planes, and is perfectly ready for a war, right? Well, let me tell you just how terrible the 1939 start is for France. First of all, we haven't even started strengthened government. If you're not aware, this focus takes a full year to complete before you can do the next focus to get rid of this malice. Look at it. This is the reason why France capitulates so quickly. We're gonna have to do this right now. Second of all, it looks like we have a really nice army, 115 total divisions, but they are all actually split up across pretty much most of the world. And have you noticed these strength bars? They are very under-equipped. The templates are boring and plain, and they don't even have engineer companies. The tank divisions are not actually terrible, though it's a mix of medium and light tanks. Oh my god. France, please. What am I looking at? It's just 4 tanks and nothing else. And this is our heavy tank division. Wow, great stuff. Really good job, France. But it gets worse, because, for starters, while we do seem to have at least a semi-decent civilian economy, 2-4 lines, we have 13 total factories. That's it. That's all we're making. 13 factories. How? To be able to survive this surprisingly difficult start, because while Germany in 1939 is also very weird, they still have a massive army and they will barrel through me as soon as they start to destroy Belgium. This is a part of the 1939 series that I really like doing, where I've done a few other countries so far, but I haven't done Germany, so if you'd like to see me do Germany in 1939, leave a comment down below. I guess we'll try to catch up on some research. At least we have all the eco-techs, which is nice. We even have 1940 airframes. Okay. We haven't got 39 guns, though. Let's maybe prioritize that. Try to get maintenance companies so for equipment capture. We're not even making any fighters. France, please. I'm begging you here. We have the improved airframe. Why aren't we using it? Oh my god. A CAS has more biter weapons than it does gas weapons. Why? We're gonna need guns more than anything else. But the other problem is we have way too much world to deal with. So to make things a little bit easier, I'm gonna release these areas because they don't really give me much other than some rubber, and it means I don't have to defend them later on against Japan, if I survive that long. And to be a little bit more cheeky, we're also going to release Tunisia so that we don't have to try to defend against Egypt. This might be a really stupid one, but we're also going to release Corsica, because while it is a core, if we don't release it, we have to defend it. It just means our surrender limit is going to be that much lower on the mainland, because there's no way we'll be able to hold that island. I'd rather just be defending the mainland. Weirdly, 3 different templates are exactly the same. All of them are the same, but the thing is this is actually really good for us because it means that we can gradually introduce new bits of equipment into our divisions without having it rolled out to our entire army. We can just put one support company in here without it affecting these 2 and slowly trickle it out. We do have this really crappy Brigade Colonel, but we're actually going to use that to hold the Maginot Line and the Italian border because they are just not necessary. We're only going to need a few tanks. I'm going to turn the heavy tanks into our regular mediums because I don't have anywhere near enough tank divisions to be able to make this work. The rest of these tanks and motorized will all turn into the other type of infantry that we've got, giving us a nice little mix. And here's what the basic setup will be. I've got the crappiest infantry imaginable, the only 8 widths on the Maginot Line, enough for 2 per tile. I've got some as well, at least 1 per tile over here, along with my 7 mountaineers, giving me 15 divisions, because I want an extra one for Nice. Everything else is infantry on this line on Belgium. I'm going to try and not give up a single tile. We also will have 8 divisions under de Gaulle with 6 tanks and 2 motorized, whose job is going to be to quickly counteract any enemy incursions and any particularly bad battles. I'm going to try and maintain air control, but we'll see. A big problem with doing the 39 start is you have to do every single one of the MIOs, and they're all, there's so many you have to do. It's so annoying. So this does mean you get a lot of MIO points, which you definitely wouldn't have if you'd started in a 36 line. Like, look at all the different different MIO points. It's crazy. Kind of OP. At least we can get Maxime Weygand and spend some of our PP to get some nice bonuses, because we're gonna need them. We're actually gonna have to make historical tanks because we don't have enough XP. We're just gonna have to make whatever Paradox thought the AMC-35 was. Small cannon, bogey suspension, no radios. Yep, this is France. Gonna get a couple mills together to try and start making some fighters, and then I think it's just time for forts. I'm gonna need a lot of forts. I've also built a very funky line on the Italian border because, if you're not aware, the area around Annecy is basically undefendable because of the really low supply. So instead, you put the line here, you get to take advantage of this river tile here, and then the rest of it is mountains. This is, I believe, the best way to defend. You can also completely pull back and defend just along the Lyonnese River, but then you lose Marseille, and you lose all your aluminium. I don't think that's a good idea. And I am also going to put some forts on there. Interestingly, a lot of our divisions are actually really close to being veterans, so we're just going to train them up for like a little bit. Not for very long, just for a sec, just to try to give them a little bit more of an opportunity to be stronger. Look at this. There's a bunch of English divisions using France as a motorway, riding down the train line to go to Africa. Not going to stay and help me though, are you? No, of course not, jerks. Now that we've reconfigured a little bit, we can see our true deficits. We have 1,000 surplus trucks for some reason, but 28,000 infantry equipment down. That is extremely bad. And 400 medium tanks, and I'm not even building any, so I might need to try to catch up on that. There is the war deck from Germany onto Poland. Maybe I should have been waiting a little bit longer. I'm not going to accept the call to arms until everyone's a regular just yet. Good enough for me. All right, so now we can stop training. Do we have any entrenchment? We don't actually have entrenchment yet, so we're going to wait just a second. Oh, Poland, no. What's happening? So the weird thing about the 1939 start for Germany is that they don't start with any medium tanks whatsoever. The entirety of their army is made up of Panzer 38Ts and Panzer IIs. There's just no armor that needs piercing. My infantry may actually do an okay job at piercing if I maybe think about chucking an anti-tank or possibly an anti-air in there. We'll see. All right, let's just join. Let's see what happens. They shouldn't attack me because of the Maginot Line, and we're just gonna hold. We could do a Saarbrücken offensive. That could be kind of funny, but we're not gonna, because I'm just gonna wait for Germany to wreck me. The goal is hold out until 1941, when Germany attacks the Soviet Union, and it'll be a lot easier for us to recover and hold. Until then, it's gonna be a lot of micro. I'm gonna chuck some smoke launchers on these medium tanks because they will buff their defense just a little bit, and these tanks are mostly going to be used to spot defend really weak areas on the line, and that's the whole point. Also, since we are now at war, I'm going to go up to war economy, and I'm going to do the thing that I forgot to do, and is the whole reason why I released all these little puppets, is because I can now request garrison support from them. They will send me manpower. Do them all at once so as to make them individually calculate whether or not you need the manpower rather than one after the other. And look at that, 55 from Cambodia, 14 from Tunisia, and 274 from Vietnam. Incredibly vital. This means we don't have to go up to extensive conscription because you get massive factory output malices if you do that, and that would be terrible. That is a weird German-Polish borders right there. Warsaw is actually holding. Germany, come on, guys. Come on. You don't need to rush Kovel. You could go to Warsaw. Oh, thank you, British Raj. One heart. With strengthened government completed, we have 1 year of getting weekly stability. Oh, Italy has already joined the war. Oh, what? That's crazy. Why have you joined so quickly? That's not supposed to happen, game. Okay. I wasn't ready. My forts aren't ready. Oh my god. Britain, where are your forces in Africa? What is happening? There's like nothing here. Oh my god. I'm going to slap in an engineer company into Division Coloniale. This is going to increase their entrenchment just that little bit more and a little bit more defense. Hopefully, it'll make them able to survive. Only onto a few divisions so that it doesn't utterly destroy my supply situation, because we're already really low on support equipment. Wow, the Brits are already naval invading the little islands. Whoa, look at this. They're invading with 6 tanks. What? These divisions only have tanks in them. They have no infantry. What? Okay. Yeah, of course. They have like 1 attack. All right. Interestingly, we begin with stronghold network researched. I guess it makes sense because we have the Maginot Line. I'm not sure I've ever actually even built this before. Look at that. Extra fort levels, extra fort construction speed. Unfortunately, it costs 20,000. Way more than a fort. So, no thank you. Instead, I think I'm just going to try and build some anti-air. Bloody British AI, I'm having to defend all of their little divisions and ensure that they have a path of retreat so we don't instantly implode. Come on, guys. guys. Pull back to El Alamein. Let's go. Might as well make the better 1940 fighter anyway. Since I now have the Air XP, gotta call it the Joseph Swollen after a recent YouTube member. And I'm gonna try and make it as cheap as possible. I don't need the best engines. Let's just do that. Better engines is better agility. 2 extra yeah, you know what? Actually, I will. Screw me. I am begging of you, Britain. Can you please help defend Egypt? Please. Yes. Oh, they're sending reinforcements. Come on, come on. Do not lose all of Egypt instantly. Yes. Look at all the planes being down by anti-air. 7. Very good. I think I should probably just keep building even more then, because they are sending a lot of bombers on me. There goes Norway, but I'm not going to get involved in that. I do not have the equipment or oil or anything to even consider it. We're just going to keep waiting and saving up guns. And there we go. German pressure towards the Benelux. Oh boy. We're not going to move in the slightest. We're not going to change our positions. We're going to hold. At least the Italian fleet is getting nicely destroyed. And there goes Belgium. All right. Let's see if the forts we've built will stand the test of the Germans. We've got so many divisions here, though. Looks like the line is holding. Somehow, some way, we are resisting. Probably because we have like 10 divisions per tile. The German forces are still sort of moving over here, but we are beating them back pretty heavily. Already 50,000 casualties. That's pretty nice. We can now see the issue with the 1939 start for the AI. The German infantry divisions are nothing more than support artillery, support NG, and 9 infantry. This is not very good. These are quite weak divisions. Their tank divisions, meanwhile, are nothing more than some light tanks and motorized with not even support artillery. This makes their overall army crappy and weak. So it's actually not as hard as to defend as I thought it might be. I've still got my quick reaction force along the backline just in case. And so far, we're not losing the air war because they're not really committing. I'm not really sure where most of their planes are, honestly. Ah, they're in the Alpine region. What are you doing there, boy? I don't even have troops there. Releasing Tunisia is definitely a big help because there's like 10 Italian divisions just stuck there. Unfortunately, Britain is sort of collapsing in East Africa. I really hope they don't die. Norway just imploded, so all those divisions are now going to be pouring in against us. Let's see what it's like. Luckily, it is just a bunch of really crappy infantry, mostly, and we're somehow still winning the air war. I've only got a couple factories on it. Probably should get some more. Our very first red bubble. Oh, God. It's Rommel. It's Rommel. Reinforce. Oh, okay, we can't actually pierce this. 7 enemy divisions cannot pierce this armor. So, yeah, we do need to add some kind of piercing. I'm thinking anti-air. Though we are, again, we're winning the air war. And the UK has declared war on Iraq and has no troops on the Iraq border. So they're just walking straight into Palestine. Okay. Do I try to counter this? What on earth? Game, please. Let's yeet some heavy machine guns into the Joseph Swollen. Costs a little bit more production, but I think this is definitely going to be worth it. I mean, 16 more air attack. That's going to matter. Can I actually push them back here? Because they've been yeeting themselves heavily into my line. It's only been a few months and we are already over 270,000 casualties. We've not even suffered 80. We are at a bit of a problem of only 82,000 manpower, so we do need to try to fix that soon. Don't you dare reinforce me. Come on, baby. Join the fight. Only a few months have passed, but I feel like I've been playing this for hours. I am microing like crazy. I feel like I'm microing more than when I play Black Ice. It's just constant cycling in and out. While the enemy divisions are pretty terrible, and there are not that many of them, it's just I have such little equipment that our divisions are fundamentally weak. Always remember the wonderful tip of putting your massive fleet with capital ships right off the coast whenever you're having a big coastal battle, especially in Nice. You get the shore bombardment bonus. I'm actually not sure what the specific stats of that are, but I know it helps, so let's go. Oh, there we go. It reduces their attack by 25%. Oh my god, that's a lot. Yes, US, you can certainly move troops through my territory. Also, it's September now, and we're out of manpower completely, so we really desperately need to hurry up. Once we finish encourage immigration, however, we will get rid of our manpower malice and we'll be fine. Probably should have been rushing this a bit sooner. God damn it, Britain, please. You're like being Italy. Why are you just completely collapsing? You've lost the Suez Canal. Oh my god. Yes, good. Invade Yugoslavia. Distract yourself. Good. Ha, the Siamese Empire just joined the Axis. That's not supposed to happen. And we can finally grab defensive stratagems, get rid of all these malices, and make it so that we don't immediately capitulate as soon as Germany touches 1 millimeter of our soil. Italy has just abandoned a section of the front line here, so I'm just gonna push past it and take the supply hub. Like, what is this? What am I looking at right now? Okay, no, they do have some more forces. That's okay. But we're approaching the end of 1940. The attacks have completely stopped. It looks as long as you survive until the destruction of Yugoslavia, you are okay. We've been able to fix our deficit, all of our manpower shortages. We can go up to better infantry equipment now, which is still going to tank our deficits, but it's fine. We are doing okay. Not even 1941, and I have encircled some Italians. Oh my god. Yes, now we won't surrender. Oh, it's time to succeed, my friends. Let's go. National champions, give me me factories. We're getting manpower. It's 1941. Let's start working on some tanks. And there goes the Italian fleet. Very nice. And finally, we have the improved medium tank chassis. The S-35, the Suemo 35. I feel like a good idea to build. They'll replace the crappy gun with a howitzer and a small cannon. Actually, let's just go for a full-on medium cannon. There's enough tank divisions in the enemy's army. I think it's a good idea. We'll also go to welded armor because we have the chromium to spare. Of course, a glorious tank deserves a glorious name. Welcome back, Yumsuck. I'm gonna put the heavy tanks we have into our divisions. It's gonna use up exactly the number of heavy tanks that we actually have in storage, 240. And I'm just gonna do that because I just want to get rid of them, and I might as well use them to advance and push just a little bit. We'll chuck some artillery and anti-air in there as well. I also always forget about maintenance company. This would have been a really good thing to add earlier because of the 10% equipment capture ratio. This would have meant we stole the Germans' equipment, but I just kind of forgot to put it in. But that's okay. We'll put it in now. I think it's time we peeled off at least a few divisions off of this line and put them onto the mountain defenses because I'm getting a little bit concerned that Italy is actually starting to push pretty aggressively. Oh my god, it's June 41 and Japan just defeated China. What is this, Black Eyes? That's not good. Japan's just won China and they haven't even invaded the Dutch East Indies. Oh, they're in like the perfect situation because this is like the ideal situation that you can dominate all of China, puppet it, and then be able to dedicate your entire attention into conquering the islands. Oh my. October now, we've held out incredibly well beyond the time when Barbarossa should have happened, and they've just not done it. As far as I'm aware, the Germans are not locked out from going war with the USSR if they're not at war with France. I think it's just the AI has not taken it. That's really surprising. Even if I do like a 36 star and resist Germany, they tend to still do Barbarossa. So that's weird. But Japan has begun the Philippines invasion, meaning they have attacked America and presumably are about to attack the East Indies as well. This should at least bring America into the war. So maybe we can get some Lend-Lease eventually. Oh, we actually aren't in deficit of everything. We've managed to catch up pretty nicely. Never mind. Cool. In terms of casualties, we've suffered 250,000 to the Germans, 78 to the Italians, but we've dealt 1.8 million casualties to Germany just from defending. Incredible. Also nearly 500,000 to Italy, but who cares about Italy? Oh, and the Brits have finally woken up and are actually taking back the Italian African territories. Thank you. Though Africa is still pretty much lost. It's at least a solid effort. Japan just attacked the country of Yunnan, which was weirdly independent, capitulated them, and then white pieced them. Not really sure what's going on here. We're fully in 42. Germany, I just think is not going to attack them. I just think that they just don't want to. So I think we have to take the fight to them. I've put my tanks on the border. I've got a decent number of battalions in there. A mix of mediums, lights, and heavies. Just trying to use up what I've got right now. Why not? Let's just try to blow them up. They're also putting Italians on our border, which is not cool. I guess the Italians are really interested in killing me. Okay, I was going to attack, but they're just not letting up, pushing into me. They will not leave me alone. Please just let me kill you. Oh my god, wait, is that Palestine dead? Is my division encircled? Yeah, he's encircled. Oh, run away. We're gonna get you home, lad. You're gonna get home. I promise. Even if you have to go all the way across Africa to do it. Oh yeah, tanks. Tanks are cool. Oh, Uranium Development Trust. Sure. Look at that. They can't pierce us. Oh, it's brilliant. Parts of Belgium have been reclaimed. America is also here, though they're not helping me very much. They've sent cavalry. Thanks a lot. And there's also the entirety of the German army here, so we're gonna have to truly trench warfare this. And I just forgot to get rid of army reform. I completely forgot about this. This is a horrible malice. I've totally completed my army doctrine tree with a 50% land doctrine cost malice. I am an idiot. We've also been somewhat halted because it's just the entirety of the German army is up here in the Ardennes forest, and it's all forested tiles. So my tank divisions are not getting a chance. This is killing me. My tank divisions themselves, I've decided to beef up. They're all mediums now. I've added one mech. I even popped in an artillery, which is probably stupid, but I just really need some soft attack, okay? Okay, the Soviets just attacked Iran, even though they're not at war with Germany. That's weird. Who's Iran gonna join? This doesn't make any sense. Why are we attacking Iran? They're just chilling. Reza Shah is just having a chill time watching the world go by, and they just get invaded from both sides for no reason. And then they don't even join a faction. Finally, we've advanced. There's not much we can go, but we did something, okay? We're getting a little bit more of Belgium every second. Oh, Iran joined the Axis. That was to be expected. Wait, what? The USSR has broken the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. What? Okay, so the Finnish continuation war has happened. Finland is attacking the Soviets, which means that they're attacking Germany. Oh no. Finland attacked them or something, so now Russia's just gonna dominate. Look, I wanted to be the one to kill Germany. Not cool. Oh yeah, they're just peeling off divisions to try to hold them. Okay. Ooh, our entire air force have been shot down. Oh no. Oh god. Okay, maybe I should take some of these factories off and put them on fighters or something. That's just depressing. Oh, we're finally getting some help. Britain has invaded Italy and taken Rome. Just holding out for a little while longer has has meant that Italy has been absolutely wrecked. They're still attacking me on the border, annoyingly. And Africa's been mostly saved. Holding out as France has absolutely crippled the Axis. Oh my god, the Allies are actually pushing for me through the Maginot Line. I'm not even the one doing it. That's fantastic. Behold the future of Germany if France just didn't die. Okay, Finland's out. Well, that was to be expected. I gotta hand it to the Germans. They are actually defending really well. I was expecting the AI to have broken down by this point. It's genuinely challenging. I am microing this. They are truly pushing at a really decent rate and holding well. I just expected them to die, but no, they are refusing to give up. I mean, I am in Germany and I am winning, but like, it took a while. We have sadly completely lost the air war. They are basically sinking every plane into us and not into the Soviet Union, who is literally knocking at the gates of Berlin. Pretty glad I put anti-air into my divisions. God damn, it took ages to breach the Rhine. That was hell, but with that done, should only be a few steps away from gobbling up Western Germany. This thin strip of Germany is all that's left, along with a bit in the northwest. We've got our tanks moving up really quickly. Here we go. If we get to Bremen and Hamburg, just like real history, the Netherlands got liberated really, really late. But now, with the fall of Hamburg, with the fall of Hamburg, Germany is defeated with basically no equipment left. Hell yeah. Whew, okay, we did it. As France, from the 1939 start, we have defeated Germany and conquered half of Germany as well. Took all the way up until 1944 and genuinely was really, really challenging simply because we were really limited based on what we could do because of our starting situation. We had so few factories. It was like building from the ground up. That took a really long time. Thank you very much for watching. Do be sure to leave me a like and a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this video, and if you'd like to see more videos of this 1939 series, including Germany, put it in the comments below. And thank you to all the YouTube members and patrons who so wonderfully and graciously support this channel and whose names you shall see shortly. Bye-bye.